Sports Rewind here with Matt Redman from RBI Australia. Matt, how are you, mate?
I'm good, mate. How you going, Hutto?
Yeah, real good. Real good. Mate, been looking at a fair bit of stuff with RBI of late, checking out your website, and there was plenty of things on there that I didn't realise that RBI had, like your hitting facilities and your coaching facilities. It's more than just a baseball and softball shop, mate.
Yeah, it is. It is. We do pretty much everything to do with baseball and softball. It happens at RBI, and I reckon if you check out our website in another 2 or 3 months, there'll be a whole lot more stuff you didn't know we didn't do, because we're always adding new things. We're always trying to reinvent ourselves, and we're always trying to make things better for our customers and our members. And we do all kinds of stuff. We sell gear, obviously. We sell everything you need for baseball and softball, but we have baseball training cages and softball training cages, pitching machines. We have coaching, one-on-one coaching, group coaching. We do free coaching out of there as well to try and help kids at the start of the season with learning how to pitch and catch and all that kind of stuff. We do a whole heap of stuff, and we're always looking for more ways to get involved in the community.
Big thing, mate. Your community is such a big part of RBI, and not just looking at your website with the rewards program and things like that. We're always talking about growing the game, and that's one of the biggest things with RBI is growing the game. You take a look at the rewards program that's on your website here now that I've got up. I know our club just recently joined a program. Can you tell us a little bit more about the program for those that haven't joined yet?
Yeah, well, the rewards program is our way of trying to be involved with the greater baseball and softball community Australia-wide. The people who live close by to our shops, or any shop really, they have the advantage of being able to walk into a store, feel, touch, have a look at gear, get the advice, all that kind of stuff on the spot. Whereas, people in the far-flung reaches of the country that still love the game, they don't really get any benefits. So it's an online rewards program, so it's for our online customers only, and that's sort of our way of including people who can't actually come into the physical shop, and it incentivize them as well to come back. And the more points they accumulate, the more discount they can get. And we're trying to create a loyal following around the country, just like we have around our store areas.
Nice. I like it, mate. There's plenty of different things on your website. I'm looking through different bats, balls, gloves, all the different things that a baseballer and softballer needs. One of the ones that I looked at was the sets. Now, we do have a lot of younger kids coming through, learning and starting baseball. I'm just going to bring up some of these packs here because the T-ball and rookie packs are something that I sort of looked at for maybe purchasing a few sets for up here for a few different clubs. It is a great way to package it up.
Yeah, no, well, we're constantly getting feedback from our customers, near and far, and one of the things that they were keen on is, having these sets and these packs, like particularly new people. Mums and dads, they walk into a shop and they're like, what do I buy? So we've put all the basic stuff there together that someone would need. And you can also mix and match with it as well. That's one of the things we've looked at, in the marketplace, some of the other packs that may be available where it's just a set pack and you can only get what's available. Whereas with ours, both online and in store, you can mix and match. So we get a lot of kids that like to match their colors up. They'll get a blue bag, blue helmet, and they look pretty flash out there. So we're pretty much the only anywhere I can see, Australia, States, any other place I can't see that you can really mix and match all the gear and the colors and stuff in your packs like that. So that is we got a very good web developer on board who works so hard to make the experience online really good for our customers, and that's one of the bits of magic he's woven for us.
I really love the rookie pack. You get the glove, the bag, the helmet, the ball. It's basically everything you need to start the game. I know, mums and dads are looking for an easy option to get their kids into the sport, and that makes it really easy. You sort of got a few colours to choose from. If you playing for the Toronto Tigers, for instance, you might have a green bag and a green helmet. If you're playing for another club, you might be another colour. I really like that. Makes it really easy for the parents.
Yeah, and the balls are interchangeable too, so all the gloves can work for, and the helmet and the bag's good for baseball or softball, and you can change out the baseball or the softball T-ball depending on what sport you play.
Unreal. Mate, private coaching. I know this is something that I didn't know you guys do, and now looking back through all your social media, there is so much online that you guys do for private coaching, not only one-on-one sessions, but group sessions. Where are these located, and how can people get involved?
Well, we run private coaching out of both of our facilities. So we've got Smeaton Grange and we've got Rouse Hill. Rouse Hill only has a small one-on-one coaching cage. So it's limited to what you can do out there, but it's still plenty big enough to get some good hitting practice in. We've had some catching practice done out there with some of our coaches. Smeaton Grange has got two big batting cages that can pull back the middle and make one large area. So out there we do one-on-one coaching, we do group coaching where it's like 4 to 6 players doing whether it be pitching, hitting, catching training out there. We do try and make it as accessible and affordable for everybody, because obviously to cover the cost of the coach and the cage and everything, if it's one-on-one, it's a bit more expensive. But that's why we do our group training as well. It's a lot cheaper. We have more kids in for a longer period of time, and they still get excellent coaching, but it's just a bit cheaper, and the attention of the coach is split between a few more people. It's also good. We do our off-season academy as well, where we have an 8-week academy. We run 2 terms in the off-season where we really drill down on whether it be our defensive academy or offensive academy. Those have been very, very successful, and they've really, really helped the kids in the local area around. For example, Smeaton Grange is in the Macarthur district, but we draw in a few kids from Greater Western and Cronulla and Hills as well. And you've really, really seen the impact resonate through the Macarthur Association over these last few years of these kids that have been coming through our academies. It's sort of my mission, and I want that to spread to other associations as we spread our influence, is like the local area around our shops will never have weak associations again, because these kids will have access to affordable, good coaching. And, they just don't have, and that's not anyone's fault really. It's just with baseball being a minority sport, a lot of the time, with football or soccer, you can pull anyone off the sideline. They know how to coach it. But with baseball being such an intricate game with a lot of different rules and intricacies, it's harder. It's a much harder game to teach. And mum or dad, God bless them, who comes and volunteers on the weekend, may not be able to have the time or the expertise to be able to teach these kids and get them to that next level that they want to get to. So we provide that opportunity for the kids. We give them that in an affordable manner, like I said. The other thing about our training facility and our coaching is we're also giving jobs to kids, or when I say kids, to young adults who are out there who would otherwise be working at Macca's, they would otherwise be working at Big W, but they've got a lot of knowledge. They've come through the state programs, they've come through the association programs, and they've got all this knowledge, and it's there to share. But if they've got to go off and they've got to go work at Macca's, or they've got to go work at Big W to make their money to run their car that they've just got the license for, they don't have time to put it back into the community. So by us giving jobs also to, say, first grade players who are at uni, and kids who have really got a lot to offer. I call them kids, but they're not kids. They're kids to me. But that allows them to be there and to pass on that knowledge and help coach this younger generation, rather than having to be off elsewhere earning their money. They can earn it by doing something they love and by benefiting the baseball and softball community at the same time.
Absolutely. You talk about community, and that is one of the biggest parts of the community, is these guys giving their knowledge back, and for you to be able to pay them to give their knowledge back is massive. There's not enough of that in the sport. I know I was talking to one of my last guests, Cav, on the podcast, and we were talking about giving back, and we used to have first graders always sort of teaching us as juniors, and that's sort of gone a bit by the wayside up here in Newcastle. It's starting to come back now, and as the sport develops and grows that little bit more. So it is great to see a lot more associations getting those first graders and higher level players involved in the coaching. I think it's great for the game. Mate, on your website, there's some custom gear. We click on the custom gear and you've got different types of custom gear. We talk about the Reckon glove. You can make your own colors, all the different things. Run us through the process here.
Yeah, so our partnership with Reckon is something we're very proud of. They're a great business that we support. They support us closely. Same with Rawlings as well. You can do your custom Rawlings gloves and stuff on the website. Reckon in particular are very, very good as they do a lot of range of custom gear, which people are loving at the moment. For example, the batting gloves, like I think they're the only brand in the world where you can buy one-off custom batting gloves that get made for you the way you want them. Rather than having to buy multiple pairs. There's not many, if any, other brands in the world that, and I'm not talking Australia, I'm talking in the world, that will allow you to buy a one-off pair of, artisan-made custom batting gloves. And these gloves are the best gloves in Australia by far. They're, if not the world, they are fantastic batting gloves. Their gloves they make too are second to none. Very similar to like your 44 type style glove, but much more affordable at the moment. So it's a great brand that we really like to support and we really like to push out there because they're very innovative. They're doing new things. They're doing great things, very similar to what RBI tries to do. And what they do resonates with us greatly.
Love it, mate. I know BJ's young bloke up here got a catcher's glove, and I think BJ got his own glove for Christmas, and the quality of it is outstanding. I really I put it on and it was like a rock. I don't usually put my hand in other people's gloves, but he's like, no, I put it on, try this out, and it was awesome. Love the quality, but also the fact that kids can and adults can customize their colors for their clubs or whoever they may be playing for. Mate, what's next for RBI? You've got all these things coming up. You tell us that look out on the website. There might be something new coming in the next couple of months. Is there anything you want to share with us?
Oh, mate, we're constantly working, especially this time of year, and when we're starting to get a bit quiet, we're always looking for new ways to try and get people in through the doors and what we can do to help people. So we're just working on, at the moment, we're working on party packages for people. So they can do parties in our stores, particularly at Smeaton Grange with the bigger facility and the hit tracks there. We've got more group coaching sessions we're planning where we've got a beginner softball pitching session starting up in a couple of weeks. We're about to start advertising that. We are going to lean into a lot more that we're having a lot of success and we're having people really like the affordable group sessions that we do. So We've put a few more of those young first grade players from the local associations on to do more group sessions. So that'll be available coming up. Some of them already are. In the off season, like I said, we do our 8-week academy. We run 2 terms of that. So that starts in May. We have I think there's probably 6 to 8 positions left in our academy. We did have a cut-off date earlier where people could buy a custom jacket, an academy jacket that takes a long time to get made. So that cut-off's passed, but people can still join without buying that. We also have, we've upgraded, we ran last year for the first time what we called the RBI T-Ball Fun and Learning Program. So it was for T-ballers who, again, may want to get some of those extra skills that they may not have been able to get during the season, and we've sort of upgraded that this year. We're putting more experienced coaches onto that program. We're going to run it more structured, just like we do with our older kids in the academy. which is going to really, really have a good effect. I think once people do our new RBI T-Ball Academy this season, off-season, I think they're really, really going to start talking about it and start seeing the effects, just like they do with our other stuff when people go back on the field, and they'll be able to tell the people who have been training with us in the off-season.
I love it, Matt. Thanks for all you do in baseball, mate. Check out rbiaustralia.com.au. Thanks for a couple of minutes of your time, mate.
No worries, Hutto. Love what you do too, mate. Keep it up.
Cheers, mate.